Hello, and welcome to English Every Day. Let me ask you something. Do you ever feel like your spoken English is stuck? Like you're studying, you're trying, but you're not really moving forward? Well, today, I want to help you with that. In this episode, I'm going to share 5 simple things you can do every single day to improve your spoken English, feel more confident, and finally get unstuck, especially if you're preparing for an ESL or IELTS speaking test. So if you're ready, let's begin. Hello again. My name is Fred, and this is English Every Day, a place where we focus on real speaking, real listening, and real improvement. Maybe you've taken the IELTS speaking test more than once. Maybe you're stuck at the same level, a band 6 or a 6.5, and no matter how many tips you watch, nothing seems to change. There can be many reasons for this, but today I want to talk about the most common reason people feel stuck. And surprisingly, it's not because you don't know enough exam techniques. Very often, the real problem is this: your overall spoken English level is still too low. You might understand English very well. The English in your head might sound great, but when you speak, it doesn't come out the same way. One student once explained it to me like this. He said, "In my head, my English feels like riding a fast motorcycle, smooth and powerful. But when I open my mouth, it feels like the engine stops." I think many learners understand that feeling. So today, I want to help you close that gap. We'll look at how to learn speaking properly, how to automate your vocabulary, how to increase fluency, how to build confidence, and how to choose the right tools. Let's start with tip number 1. Tip 1. How to learn speaking. The most important idea here is simple. You learn speaking by listening. Unfortunately, many learners still try to learn speaking mainly from books. They read grammar rules, memorize word lists, and read sentences aloud. Why does this happen? Often it's because their teachers learned that way too, and in the past, people didn't have easy access to native or fluent English speakers. But the world has changed, and language learning needs to change with it. Speaking and writing are not the same system. Humans have been speaking for thousands and thousands of years. Writing came much later. Writing is just a way to record what people say. Grammar tries to describe spoken language, but it's not perfect. And yet, many people still try to learn speaking mainly from written language. It's backwards. We should start with listening and speaking and use books later as support. Let me give you an example. Imagine a professional chef invites you into their kitchen and says, "Do you want to cook with me today?" And you reply, "No thanks. I'd rather stay home and read a book about cooking." That wouldn't make much sense, would it? The same is true for language. Books are useful, but doing comes first. Listening gives you natural spoken English, real pronunciation, rhythm and intonation, context. And today, there is no excuse not to listen. We're surrounded by English. Podcasts, videos, movies, interviews, and everyday conversations online. So remember this: if you want to improve your speaking, start by listening. Tip 2. How to automate vocabulary. Now let's talk about vocabulary. I love the word automate. To automate something means to use it without thinking. Like when you walk, you don't think about every step. It just happens. Your vocabulary should work the same way. Here's a very simple and powerful technique. Listen, repeat, and juggle. First, you listen to a short sentence or phrase. For example, you hear, "I enjoy working from home." You pause and repeat, "I enjoy working from home." That's the repeat part. Now comes the juggle. You change one part of the sentence. I enjoy working from home. I enjoy working at night. I enjoy working with my team. You can also juggle the tense. I enjoy working from home. I enjoyed working from home. I will enjoy working from home. By doing this, you're training your brain to use vocabulary automatically. You're not memorizing words, you're activating them. This kind of practice slowly rewires your speaking habits. And today, there are many tools with audio and video that help you do exactly this. The key idea is simple. Don't just recognize words, use them again and again. Tip 3. How to increase fluency. To speak fluently, you need to focus on chunks, not single words. Chunks are small groups of words that naturally go together. For example, make a decision. By the way, at the end of the day. Native speakers don't build sentences word by word. They use ready-made pieces. Let's take the word exercise. Instead of learning just one word, you learn chunks. Do some exercise. Regular exercise. Light exercise. Exercise routine. Now, when someone asks, "How do you stay healthy?" you don't have to think hard. The language is already prepared. Think of it like building with blocks instead of grains of sand. Chunks make your speaking faster, more natural, and more accurate. So when you learn vocabulary, always ask yourself, what words usually go with this? Tip 4. How to gain confidence. Confidence doesn't come from being perfect. Confidence comes from leaving your comfort zone. Your comfort zone is where everything feels safe. Watching videos silently, reading, studying alone. But speaking in real life is not always comfortable. You will feel nervous, make mistakes, speak to strangers. And that's normal. In fact, the IELTS speaking test is with a real person. You can't hide. So the best training is to get used to discomfort. Record your voice. Speak with other learners. Join conversation groups. Yes, it feels awkward at first, but the more you do it, the more normal it becomes. Confidence is not the absence of fear. It's the ability to speak even when you feel nervous. Tip 5. Choose the right tools. Finally, choose tools that expose you to real spoken English. Teachers and course books are helpful. They support you and guide you. But real English is faster, messier, and less polite. People won't slow down. They won't correct you. And that's exactly why you need exposure to real language. Listen to interviews, podcasts, talk shows, and everyday conversations. Movies and series are also useful, even though they are scripted. The goal is immersion. Surround yourself with English as much as possible. The more you hear it, the more natural it becomes. So, today we covered 5 key ideas. Learn speaking by listening. Automate vocabulary with repeat and juggle. Increase fluency by learning chunks. Build confidence by pushing your comfort zone. Immerse yourself in real spoken English. Remember, progress takes time. Be patient, but be consistent. Practice a little every day. This is how you raise your overall level of English and turn speaking from a struggle into a strength. Thank you for listening to English Every Day. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to follow the channel and come back for more real English practice. Take care, my friend. Bye for now.